Look at, oh, you went too far. We went too far. We're
Let's
back.
go.
Raised and Confused, another episode. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Kevin Baker, Chris Bakke, back on the timeline again. What's going on?
We're talking about Super Bowl commercials, good and bad, or good and bad, as in Ring. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw it, I was kind of into it. My first impression was like, that's fire. And like, especially you told me a while ago that Ring got bought by Amazon. And then the dude's been at Amazon since, and he's still like grinding on Ring, which is a noble cause. And on the outside, this seems like a noble cause until they sell your camera live stream to Palantir.
Yeah.
So this is just the beginning. I'm honestly surprised Ring doesn't make dash cams yet.
Ooh, that would be a clutch 2027 Super Bowl Ring dash cams for reporting speeders in your neighborhood.
Help find lost dogs. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, we're moving towards the world where you can't speed, which is bullshit. You should be able to speed sometimes, especially on road trips. That's half the fun. Like going 70 and a 60 on cruise control. But we're moving towards this era where if you drive by your neighbor's house going 5 over the limit, the Ring camera will give you a ticket. So stand with me and protest these Ring cameras, disable them, and no more cameras.
Yeah. We got to get our new we'll get our new sponsors up. We got Ring.
Do you have a Ring camera?
I don't.
Damn.
Do you? I do, but it's the Google ones, which is probably more evil.
Are Ring cameras battery powered?
They are. Yeah, they can be wired. So like ours are hardwired, but you can also have them with batteries.
Because I'm gonna be the first guy. Everyone's walking around with these AI pins. Nah, fuck that. I'm walking around with a mounted Ring camera on my chest. And that's what we should all do. Help find lost dogs. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Go Hawks.
Big win.
Seattle. Man, Seattle was going crazy. It was a movie. There were at least 6 people outside. People extended their bedtimes.
People went crazy, huh?
It was perfect because everyone got laid off, and then we won the Super Bowl. So it was like perfect mix of events.
That's ideal. All right, I just posted this on X, so we'll see if anybody can actually listen to this. If you can hear this, maybe chat with us or something. Because
please,
things have gone awry today.
Turn on your Ring camera.
Turn on your Ring. You changed your X handle.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done being.
I thought I tagged the wrong person.
It was kind of confusing before with some missing vowels or missing this. It was a jumble, so I made it even more confusing. So now when people ask, I say, "Oh, it's at Kevin Baker."
Right.
It's at Kevin Baker.
At Kevin Baker.
I thought that this was I think I like the whole psychology science behind like picking a handle. Like there's a million, people do like it's Chris Bakke, or you can do like Chris Bakke official. What are some other ones?
It's like Chris Bakke real. Yeah, real Chris Bakke, Chris Bakke real.
Yeah.
Chris _ Bakke.
You just want to avoid numbers at any cost. Honestly, numbers and like kind of dots and underscores, you want to avoid those at any cost. So then it's up to you how you do it. So, yep, I settled on this. I don't think I've seen it before unless I have Amy Schumer syndrome, where you do something that someone else did and then you're like, oh, what? I don't remember. Like, I never saw that.
Right. Yeah. The Super Bowl was good. The Seahawks are going to do a big parade. Are you going to go?
Yep. On Wednesday. I'm not going.
No. Too chaotic.
There's too many. There's hella Ring cameras out there. I'm done. I'm done going outside.
They're not getting you on those parking tickets from 97.
Fuck that.
No way. Yeah, I have some good things bookmarked from the Super Bowl. Let's dive into. We'll get the Super Bowl stuff out of the way. So Ring, obviously, dude, what is going on with the timeline right now? All the things that I bookmarked. This is going well. This is going to be the greatest stream of all time. All the things that I bookmarked are gone.
Nice.
Okay.
You got wiped.
So that's good.
We can go Ring. The Coinbase one I thought was epic. I mean, it seemed like everyone was shitting on it, like, oh my God. Everyone had the same reaction, where it was like people singing along, and then when it cut to Coinbase, people were like, oh God, fuck, oh. Like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, it was a great ad.
It was a good ad. Yeah, it was very catchy. It was understandably hated, and somebody said that ad is exactly how people feel about crypto. Like, they just kind of mostly ignore it, but then when crypto gets like injected into your life, you're like, oh God, no, make it stop.
Yeah,
I think the single greatest ad outside of the Coinbase one, which crushed, I thought the Instacart one was pretty good. AI.com was way up there, just because their shit crashed as soon as the ad aired.
Did you get a handle?
No, I didn't. Did you get one?
Nah. I'm pretty sure only unemployed people did that, but this was the video that I saw.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Everything you need, you better rock your body now. Everybody, yeah, rock your body.
Looks lit, by the way.
It's so loud. Everybody, rock.
Oh!
Secure.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Guys, chill the fuck out. It's not that deep.
They paid $8 million, and they gave you 27 seconds of joy, 3 seconds of minor inconvenience, you know?
Okay, where can I see this Instacart one?
Instacart ad was pretty good. It was just, I think it was the only ad in the first quarter that I felt like was worth it. Just in the sense of, like, the ads were mostly so boring. Yeah, this one.
And we're going to have
Ben Stiller.
We're going to have to talk about the Mr. Beast. We called it the Mr. Beast Salesforce ad.
Instacart lets you choose your bananas.
Get them just how you like.
Instacart lets you choose your bananas.
From green to extra ripe.
Use the app to control your bananas.
What a time to be alive.
I can go believe what a time to be alive.
Should we get it?
No, we got it.
Dude, this is so relevant. Remember, we were talking about DEI in your produce just a few episodes ago with bananas.
100%.
Because when Amazon shut down their physical fresh stores and they're focusing on grocery pickup and delivery, and my biggest gripe was that, okay, now I can't pick my produce. So this is money. I mean, it addressed the one biggest problem with grocery pickup.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so that one was pretty good. Obviously, the Dunkin' one crushed. We don't need to watch that one. Should we watch the? Do you have the Mr. Beast one?
The Raised and Confused one, I think was good. Was pretty good. We don't need to show that one. Okay, the Mr. Beast one. Let me find it because I don't have it. It's secret. And I also don't know if anyone, here we go. I don't know if anyone's won yet. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it, mainly because I actually missed it during the Super Bowl. So this is the first time that I'm seeing it.
Really?
I just put $1 million inside this vault. And one of you, yes, you watching, will literally win it all. You'll just have to solve a series of puzzles, some playing in front of your eyes right now. But it won't be easy. Good news, you'll have Slackbot, the powerful new AI from Salesforce to help you decipher the puzzle. Like this thing. Is it a clue? I don't know. The first one to slack me that hidden code will become a millionaire. So enjoy the game, then go win $1 million. What are you doing? Scan the QR code. I just put $1 million.
So, you know, there's all these clues, crow, tangent. Is that Kill Tony? Whatever, random
math equations,
random shit. There's count the Slackbot logos. So it's insane. Salesforce, Mr. Beast, getting people on Slack. I think it's interesting. I think Slack is also trying to move more into the Discord space where you use it like socially or like with your family or in group chats.
That's never going to happen.
That'd be so dystopian.
I was going to say something positive, and then my mind just took over.
Let's see if
never,
anyone's
ever
won.
will that happen. Yeah, I don't think, you know, I saw somebody had a interesting take on the timeline this morning, and it was that emails should cost 10 cents each. Right? And then I was thinking you could take this one step further, which is good, which is like, if you hire a new employee, every Slack message that they send also costs 10 cents from their salary. So if you get hired, you make $100,000 a year, you have to think individually, day by day, minute by minute, like, is this Slack message worth sending? Is this going to help me do my job better? And if not, don't send it. Stop bugging people on Slack. Stop emailing people random shit. Nobody wants the Slack message. It just says like, hi or hey.
Oh my God.
That costs you 10 cents.
That got me fired from my last job because I strangled 3 people because they would say hi and then wait till I responded to ask me the question or ask me to do something before. Or the worst is sometimes they add on, hey, how are you? Hey, how was your weekend? Fuck you. I don't know. Do not like you. This is pure work. Yeah. Like, I want you to be a robot. So, yep, no one's won yet. So we're going to solve it on stream. We are not getting off this stream until we solve it right now.
I think we should just start slacking random permutations of words and numbers to the Mr. B Slack channel until one of them ends up solving it and we get the $1 million.
Let's hire 400 people from Upwork. But you know, more cryptic than the Mr. Beast Salesforce, I saw this bookmark and I want you to explain it to me because I really have no idea what it is, but I thought it was epic. It's one picture
where I explain things, but I do it deliberately incorrectly. So then we can clip it and just get people to rage like in the YouTube comments. Like, that's how you grow on social media these days. I saw this. I have no idea.
Turtle heading? Damn. Ken Hirsch's book. I Like Turtles. Classic. I don't really... Yeah. So, Jeff, I appreciate how active Jeff is on X.
He's really picked up. I mean, I think if you look prior to his retirement of CEO of Amazon, which I guess probably would have been like 2024, he essentially didn't use the platform at all. And he's posted like 500 times since then. So he's just classic, you know, if you're worth like 200 billion and you're just on your yacht and you're occasionally firing off tweets. I think I looked at this and I thought it was a turtle, like tortoise in the hare reference about Blue Origin. That like SpaceX is about to IPO. Everybody talks about SpaceX. They're like way ahead, but like Blue Origin's cooking. And that's how I took it, but I could be very wrong. We'll just clip that out as if I'm right. And then everybody on YouTube can be like, idiot. You know, it's perfect.
Do you know James Hamilton from Amazon?
No.
He is like pretty much a goat. he like came up with the whole idea of the cloud business. He looks like a beast.
Oh,
And
yeah, he lives on a boat, right?
yeah. Amazon went 5 days back in person, and he's just been living on his yacht. And he self-hosts his website. Like, he has a personal website, and I tried to go on it, and it was like, oh, like, yeah. So he has a blog named after his yacht. The last time I tried to go on it, it wouldn't load, and I figured out it's because he's self-hosting from his yacht, and he must have like lost connection or some shit.
This is unbelievable.
He's the GOAT, though.
This is his.
Is that his website?
Yeah, this is his website.
Yeah. See,
So he's a
this
senior vice president and distinguished engineer at Amazon, serving on S team, the cross-company leadership team. Before IBM, he worked as a professional auto mechanic, servicing Italian cars and exotics like Maserati, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, and then the headline is why Amazon hired a car mechanic, trying to make it seem like some guy from the slums made it
This
up
is
from the
amazing.
bottom. Holy shit. Is this everything he's wrote?
Yeah, these are all the talks that he has given, recent talks and papers, conference program committees. Let's see his resume. Let's pull it up.
First of all, any recruiters in the chat, are you reading this? Are you reading this essay?
Like, if somebody sent this, dude, having James at Amazon.com and just putting it out there on the internet is wild, first of all. He still has his Jim Tubman Chevrolet Oldsmobile apprentice motor vehicle mechanic on his resume.
That's hard.
This is epic. Wow.
Yeah, I think maybe the key is everyone tries to lie on their resume, bolster it up, act like you were doing all this cool shit. Nah. Talk about your first. I think your first job says more about you than whatever you ended up doing now. What was your first job?
The first job that I had, well, I think technically, the first thing I ever did early in high school, I don't think I got paid for it. I interned for the district attorney of our county.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a hand in this whole Ring camera business.
Yes, I am the chief lost dog officer at Amazon now, overseeing
and that
the Ring.
district attorney was Peter Thiel.
Yeah,
This is where you
actually it was kind of a fast, because I thought I wanted to be a lawyer in high school. So I think I was young enough, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I was young enough. I must have been like a sophomore, because I think my mom had to like drive me there. Like, I don't think I was like driving my own car.
Damn.
And I would get dropped off, and then maybe that bled into like when I was 16, and then I started driving myself. But I thought it would be awesome. I like learn about the process, and basically they just let me sit in a conference room, and I had to fold, like do trifolds on all the pamphlets for like domestically abused women to like who would like come in and like sue their husbands or whatever. So that was not great. And then the only good thing about the job was that after I folded all my pamphlets every day, I got to just like walk around and go into any courtroom that I wanted, because I had like a badge.
Nice.
And so I would just dress in my like cheap suit and walk into random trials. And our county wasn't that exciting. Like, it was a very safe county for the most part. But there was this one murder trial that was happening. And this guy like axe murdered his girlfriend or something. And they brought in as evidence one day the door that he like axed to shit to like kill her. And that like still sticks in my mind. It's like one of the gnarliest things. I was like 15.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah. And they brought that in as evidence, and they just had like a door in the courtroom. And I was like, I'm not sure that I should be here right now. Maybe I'll go back to fold more pamphlets.
Why did you want to become a lawyer in high school?
I don't know.
That's crazy. I feel like, honestly, no shade to any lawyers out there, but the way that I've seen things unfold is that 90% of the people that I know who are becoming lawyers, it was not their plan A. they were like going for something. They're like, okay, I'm just going to law school.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fuck this.
I think I specifically wanted to do like A&R law for like the entertainment industry.
Damn.
Yeah. So then like the first paid job that I ever like really had outside of like a high school job getting like paid to do random shit. I never worked in retail in high school, but I worked at a production company the summer between high school and college. And then I was like, okay, this kind of sucks because my boss's boss makes like $37,000 a year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 15 years until I'm there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well,
what was your first job?
My first job was working at the local country club, maintenance guy, taking the dirty towels out, setting up events.
Hell yeah.
I got down to it. I got promoted to front desk, promoted to summer camp counselor. So I always knew I was destined for something great. But luckily, I don't have to work for a while. The other day, I got a check in the mail for $38. And I went, what's this? Turns out your boy was in on a class action from the University of Washington, $40 from a $4 million settlement. So pretty much what happened is a student. Oh, wow. This is insane. A student started it, got lawyers on board, and it was arguing that tuition should have been here's the site. They were like, hey, why are these kids paying full tuition when in the tuition it says that some of the money is going to fund like these labs that weren't in use during COVID? So then some student was like, yeah, fuck that. These guys hopped on board. $4 million to all the students of University of Washington at the time, including your boy. And interesting enough, one of the lawyers on the case lives on Mercer Island, my hometown, and was part of one of the biggest class action lawsuits in all of history.
What was it?
I mean, guess, like throw out a number for a settlement for a class action. What you think one of the biggest ones is?
I mean, I think I've heard, I don't know. See, I don't know if this is a class action, but I think I've heard of like class action settlements against like, using like asbestos and stuff like that for like, 1 to 2 billion, something in there.
Yeah. So you're pretty close because the biggest one was $206 billion against big tobacco. And the people who closed it, so I'm pretty sure the same people who sued UW, this guy, 260.
Wow.
So this guy lives on Mercer Island and he pretty much just goes after people. And if you get sued by this guy, you're fucked. If he's behind the class action, but $260 billion settlement requiring major tobacco companies to pay for healthcare costs and restrict marketing. How insane is that?
That is wild. And this was when? 98? Is that what it said? I'm making that up.
When was this? Berman Tobacco. No, not that.
Do you want to know the craziest thing about this, though? All right, so it was settled $260 billion, 1998. $260 billion in $98 is like actually $1 trillion right now, I think. Like, what do we?
Let's see. What's 260 billion from 1998 worth right now?
It's gonna be like 500 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
$517 billion. So it's insane. And then I don't know how much the law firms take of that, but I'm pretty sure with class actions, it's like the move because you win these massive settlements and then the firm can take like 10 to 20%.
Way higher than that.
Holy
like
shit.
Yeah.
dude.
So this guy has to be worth like multiple billions of dollars, right? Like him personally.
I don't know. I mean, he's got a nice house, but
What's
it
his name?
seems like
Steve Berman?
if you win 20% of 260 billion, you're winning over $50 billion, which is now $100 billion.
Right. Yeah, he's got to be killing it.
So you should have became a lawyer instead. Now you're unemployed,
Yeah.
doing a live stream on X when you could be
doing a live stream on X. It doesn't even work on X. Our chat is like broken. We have like 20% of the live viewers. We're just going to optimize this entire thing for YouTube. Honestly, the way it makes me sad. The way things are going on LinkedIn and X, this might just become a YouTube show moving forward. Sorry.
Just bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
At least the YouTube platform works and you can grow on it. So
is this still broken?
Yeah.
Wow.
Broken. So I like pinned the video and like put it in a post, but it's almost like if you do that, it like suppresses the actual post so much without like giving more context if you just like tag a bunch of accounts.
We need this bullshit. We need a different platform to sponsor us. But in legal news, again, what's going on with Harvey? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
So what's the big fuss about? Because it seems like these guys are killing it, but on my timeline, I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff, random stuff, skeptical folks, negative folks. Do you understand what's going on?
I think that the negativity around this has mostly been two things. One is actually maybe there's three. The first is the valuation. That 11 billion seems pretty crazy for what this product is. The second beef is around
what is the product? Like, what does it do for lawyers and law firms?
No one knows. That's the other problem. So I think I could be somewhat incorrect, but I think essentially the way the base of Harvey is, you can think about it as a like a document editor plus signing tool that's like really specific for law. Like a lot of law is just pulling old cases and like putting them into, documents. And so Harvey like automates a lot of that workflow to like pull in the correct case law, pull in the correct, citations on like legal documents. And then, there's also this like internal knowledge vault thing, where companies have certain, best practices. Like if you are a company and you're suing somebody for violating your terms of service, having like AI that can pull the relevant terms of service and the relevant, legal doctrine into those lawsuits is super helpful. So that's kind of how it all started. And then there was this like assistant thing, which is just like helping you, if you're going in a direction, it's kind of like an autofill for, certain parts of like legal documents. So that's how it started. The reality is, I think a lot of these law firms are now rolling their own AI to do this. Like it's pretty easy. I think 2, the product is super expensive. And 3, the thing that I've heard from people that have sold into the legal tech space is their ARR is not actual ARR. Like I think that there's a lot of like per document pricing that happens here. So like the 190 million of ARR is not actually truly recurring. And the biggest thing is that, what did they say? There's like 100,000 lawyers that are using this product across 1,000 firms. 100,000. The biggest thing that I've heard in negative Nancy land on Harvey is that only a fraction of those lawyers are actually using this tool every day. So it's kind of like, we work at a law firm, our boss buys this company-wide license to it. Do you and I actually use this tool to like do our job? Not necessarily.
But did you notice that the R and the V are combined?
They're pivoting.
Right.
RVs.
RV is for lawyers. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm not a lawyer. I couldn't do it. But I did watch a 3-hour YouTube video. It's my favorite pastime on people who I don't really know. Let me find.
Dennis, what's up?
Hey,
Our
Dennis.
X stream is nuked today. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Ethan's here. We got some of the gang.
Let me show you a face and you tell me if you recognize it. Okay.
Yeah, I know who Jeffrey Epstein is. Okay. I've seen him.
Okay. Does this ring a bell?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
This is Alex Spiro / Spiro. So he is the lawyer for some crazy folks, including Elon, Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion, Alec Baldwin, Robert Kraft, and the mayor Eric Adams. So this guy is insane. He represents like crazy people. He's never lost a case. You need to watch this video, 22-minute. It's fire. He just goes and plays basketball with like these ex-NBA players. And the best part is he never says what he does. Like everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how do you do this shit? And he's like, it's like buzzword mania. And then you can kind of figure out that he just blackmails whoever they're suing. He's like, oh, I just gave him a call. And then we came to an agreement after. And
So good.
So I think he's got some henchmen.
That's legit.
But
yeah,
there's no way this guy's using Harvey though.
There's no way. No, he's rolled his own Harvey. Harvey achieved internally. Yeah, I would have recognized the name. I never would have recognized him though. That's kind of how it should be ideally.
Inner Harvey.
You don't want like a TV famous lawyer, I don't think.
Not anymore with Ring cameras.
Right. Your lawyer could end up in jail before you do. All right. We've got a lot to get through here. This was crazy. This guy, I don't know who he is. Did you see this? Somebody bet like $300,000 that somebody would run on to the Super Bowl field. And so he bet yes when the odds were like 6-1, and then he just did it himself personally to make like 60 grand.
Dude, there's no way.
I got this.
And then
I got this.
I can't hear anything you're saying over the video.
he actually makes it a pretty long distance.
Come on!
Anyway,
I'm trying to
this is how you
find
make money in 2026.
I'm trying to find the poly market. Here we go. See, this is weird though. The outcome was no. This market will resolve to yes if any spectator. Is this the right one? Was that LAX?
That was 2025.
Oh, damn. Alex Gonzalez. Come on, they must have a. Come on, man. What should I search? It's probably not streaker. It's probably run on field.
Yep.
But did you?
I think he did it on Kalshi.
Did you see that they didn't air it when he ran on? Like they
Yeah, they
cut
cut it.
away. There was also over $400 million on the Super Bowl on Kalshi, which is fucking nuts.
How much?
Over 400 million
Hmm.
of volume. But do you know who that guy is?
I don't.
So
what's his name? Alex G.
Yeah. So he's the guy who ran on the field, and supposedly Alex G. He was wearing meta glasses, which is probably the greatest use of meta glasses I've seen. He was trying to promote Athena, trading with Athena. I don't know if that's a platform for crypto or something, but I saw an interview with him after he got out of jail, and he was like,
I saw this. He was like plugging some crypto scam.
I did it for Athena. Yeah, the streaking shit is crazy. That's like Vitaly ZDTV.
Yep.
He got arrested.
This is my favorite Super Bowl story, though. Has anyone else ever flown to Mumbai to watch the Super Bowl in a hotel lobby at 5:30 in the morning as a fantasy league punishment? Ask me anything.
That's crazy. That's an expensive.
That's what everybody was saying. Like, I need richer fantasy league members. What's the buy-in to this league? So good.
So it just sucks watching the game at 5:30.
Yeah. I mean, the depending on where he is, that's like a 16-hour flight too.
Yeah.
Probably with a layover. And then 19 hours back or something like that.
I just wouldn't even watch.
Yeah. I would just go and explore a little bit.
So Mr. Beast has been making some big news. Conveniently, this was announced the same day of his Super Bowl commercial, so that when everyone was looking at Mr. Beast, this would also pop up. He bought a teen-focused financial app in a deal reportedly over $1 billion, which is, of course, it's a smart move. All these creators out here are coming out with candy, including him, candy or chips or popsicles or sports drinks. No, he's going to get your kids' money as soon as possible. This is a hot take. I love Mr. Beast, but not really that much anymore. He's kind of turning evil. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but he's gone too far. Go back to counting to 100,000 on live stream, and even the YouTube videos are fun, but then it started coming out that he was like kind of rude to the cast members, and like, of course you have to be kind of a psychopath to be that obsessed, which is why he's so good. But I think this is really the inflection point of the Mr. Beast evil arc, getting into teen finances.
I agree. And also Chamath Palahapitiya is involved. I couldn't imagine a first duo than Chamath, the greatest grifter of all time, and Mr. who has never-ending influence over young people in this country, teaming up together to do something for teenagers and their finances.
Let's see what
the price. I actually know the CEO of this company, of Step, CJ McDonald. And the price was interesting because people said that it was over $1 billion, which maybe was like equity in his Beast company. I think he had raised at like a $5 billion valuation. So it's possible that he gave up like 20% of Beast Enterprises for this deal. But then Sheil Monat, who's a very well-respected VC, said, when somebody said any guesses on price, he said, I don't think that they had a lot of traction, so I'm not sure it would clear the pref stack, which means it probably sold for at or less than the money that was raised. But regardless, he has this app with now
7 million users.
Yeah. Somebody said, I can't wait for Gen Z to start taking micro debt to buy Instacart their lunchlies. It's the most. None of these words existed 10 years ago, right? Micro
So-
debt to buy Instacart their lunchly.
Banking for the next generation. Step is the all-in-one money app with unlimited cashback, 3% on savings, and the Step Visa card builds credit with every purchase while helping you access cash when you need it most. Yes, get children in debt. Get
children in debt. Get children in debt. This is important. My 3-year-old just used Step to take out a mortgage on her dollhouse. She owes Wells Fargo $47 now.
This is insane. Add money. Come on, give us your money. And then you have your parents pay interest. I feel like this is like the Fortnite equivalent of like somehow it's going to end up where the parents are like in the shitter for thousands of dollars because that's the Roblox model. You just hope that these kids can access their parents' card and spend a ton of money. Let's see. Step Money 101. We will teach your kids how to spend more money on our platform. Oh, and FinLit. Get FinLit. Banking and savings. Educate yourself. Yeah, this shit's a fucking scam. Chamath and Mr. Beast teaming up. It's like Mr. Beast is like Dr. Doofenshmirtz now. Trying to get your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
Yeah, this is a scary, terrifying world. I'm just manually posting our video to X since everything is broken again.
He's apparently, so he's acquiring it. Sheil, your boy, says he's going to launch a finance-focused YouTube channel and promote the card that way. Actually makes a lot of sense. No price announced. Only for teens. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think one thing I was thinking about the other day is I finally figured out why so many people are depressed and lonely. And I can't believe it took me this long, but it's because at 18 or 16, you should not. There's too many people starting companies and being too ambitious at 16. Now, the second you turn 10 and you have access to the internet, it's like, you need to start a company, go raise. You need to start 10 side hustles, post about it on X, make money, hustle. Now you need to watch Mr. Beast on how to invest and stock pick. Like, no, you don't. You need to go spend your allowance on Sobe and not do shit. People are too ambitious these days. And now with this Step thing, teens shouldn't have banking apps. Teens shouldn't be good with money. The whole point is that you carry around cash that falls out of your pocket when you're biking around, and then you learn a hard-earned lesson of how to keep your money safe.
That's how I became wealthy originally. I followed kids on my bike and I would chase them until they pedaled so fast that all the change, all the lunch money would fall out of their pockets, and I would pick that up and I would go invest it into startups. I'd go invest it into Ringcam in the early days.
The biggest
gets bought, boom, make $1 million.
The biggest problem with this non-cash world is now nobody finds cash on the ground anymore.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure you've found a dollar bill at least on the ground before, right? Or like a 5 or a 10.
I don't know that I actually have
ever.
I don't think ever. I will say the only time like I've found change for sure, but like the only time that I've found cash money on the ground was probably 7 years ago. I was skiing at North Star in Lake Tahoe, and some friends and I had gotten to the top of one of the mountains. I can't remember which one, not important for the story. And all of a sudden the wind is sort of blowing like up the mountain. All of a sudden, like many, many, many $100 bills start like blowing up toward us. And some woman who was like, I don't know, like we were all like, all the snowboarders were getting their like bindings all set before we went down. And this woman who was like 20 feet ahead of us on the mountain, like had a ton of cash like in her like ski jacket or something. And she had put her like gloves in her pocket. And then when she pulled her gloves out, like all of her cash just went like shooting up the mountain. And I think she was a snowboarder. And so she like was like trying to like hobble up the mountain to like chase it. So a bunch of us who were on skis were like cross stepping up the mountain to like chase this cash for her. I don't remember how much it was, but it was like, I think close to $1,000. There were like
What?
10 like $100 bills that like shot up, maybe some 20s, but we immediately gave it back. Of course, I obviously pocketed a few hundred for myself, but we gave most of it back.
Dude,
yeah, it's the only time that I've ever like seen cash.
Have you seen the greatest videos on earth are these people who go to supermarkets and they drop these envelopes behind people and they pick it up. They're like, yo, is this yours? And it's like a ton of money. And like, I mean, I'm sure they like only post the ones where people say, yeah, but they're like, yeah, that's mine. Give me that. They're like, bro, give me $100 for finding it. Oh man.
There was one that I just saw last night on Instagram that the guy had, he like hid a roll of $20 bills in a bush, and he filmed it, and he filmed like the location of where he was hiding it, and then clicked like upload. And then security cam from a nearby business caught him taking the cash out and like pocketing it and walking away with it.
Damn.
So this random business like called this dude out, which of course, the way the internet works, I'm sure was all staged and planned, but it was still, I think it was a good reminder of what like half of those people are probably actually doing. Right.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a good one. We won't watch this whole thing because it's like 2 minutes, but it is fucking hilarious.
Damn.
My husband's his ass. Thank you, baby.
Can I? Oh, whoa, that's a lot of money. For being a good Samaritan, can I at least get $100?
Well, this is, yeah, I give it to you, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what happened to it. You know what?
Huh?
Be quiet. Just be quiet. Shit. I'm gonna say, I don't know how much was in there.
But that's a lot. How much is that?
I don't know, but I don't say no shit, because I don't know how much was in there.
God bless you. Can I get a hug? Man, thank you. Oh my God.
There's a million like this.
Yeah.
Like, come on, give me 100. Give me 200. Speaking of skiing as a sport it's over. Everyone is being forced to buy the multi-$1,000 Icon or Epic passes because now the day rates at your favorite ski resorts are going to be $200-$300. So throw out a random ski resort.
Let's do Heavenly.
What the heck is that?
It's like the second biggest resort in Tahoe.
Okay, so let's see how much Heavenly lift tickets are.
It's not going to be cheap.
And let's be real, no one's skiing on a Tuesday. We want to ski on a Friday. Only $290 for 1 day of skiing. Okay, so now if you ski 3 days, you're going to pay almost $900. And then you think about, okay, the alternative is the Icon Pass. And it's like, okay, this gives me, Heavenly's probably on here. You get 7 days up at 53 destinations. Oh, it's no longer for sale. But I'm pretty sure these Icon passes go for, let's see how much. Okay, so $1,300.
What? Dude, that's crazy. The last time I had a pass, I think I paid like $700, and that was 5 years ago.
Was it one of these?
Yeah, it was like a Icon or Veil or whatever the pass is. Yeah.
Epic.
Pass.
the Vail acquisitions are insane. Like they literally just they're buying up everything. They have over 40 ski resorts now. Whistler. Now they're in Switzerland. It's madness. It's expensive.
Well, so I mean, so if we look at like, all right, let's go to Airbnb because this is where it gets crazy. So let's put a day for a family of 4 together. So the 2 adults are in it for $300, actually more than that after tax, $300 each, so $600. What are the kids' tickets?
Kids' tickets are $203, so let's round it $200.
Okay. So if we wanted to go like this weekend, I think the snow is absolute dog shit in Tahoe right now, I'm pretty sure, but we're just gonna roll with it. Like if you wanted to be if we want something like near the mountain that sleeps 4. I mean, this is probably a deal because I think the snow is terrible, but you're something like in like a small little condo, like $1,000 for 2 nights, which I don't think this actually includes like all the fees. And this is like heavily discounted from what it usually would be.
$1,000 plus the 600 for adults. That's 1,600 plus 400 for the kids. That's 2,000 plus the food. 2,000 to ski for 2 days with your family.
More. Whoa. But now you've got like, if you want the priority parking at Heavenly, I think it's $70 a day. The regular lots are like $40 or $50 a day. So you got to park. And then
the resort food
on the slopes is going to like send this to $7,000. I bought a hot dog at Vail one time and my credit card declined. It's out of control.
I used Klarna to buy a lunch at Whistler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm going to Steamboat Springs or Old Neck of the Woods in a few weeks. And the accommodations, we got an Airbnb that sleeps 10 people. I think we're going for, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 nights.
Okay. 1
Airbnb for 10 people. Guess how much each person is paying per night?
Wait, how many people, how many break the people and bedroom situation down again?
10 people. I think there's 6 bedrooms. It's a ski in, ski out. It's a nice spot.
6 bedrooms in Steamboat. I mean, you're probably at $150 per person per night.
Yeah, it's like I think $175.
Yeah,
each person is shelling out like $700.
Crazy.
10 people shelling out $700, which is crazy.
That is nuts.
So, do you have a Clawbot yet? Open Claw?
No, I have tried to avoid it.
Why?
Have you done it?
Nah,
it's too scary. I was watching this YouTube short from these guys who are super entertaining. It's at Raised Confused on YouTube, and they had a whole bit about how
they got canceled.
Yeah. Oh, how did they get canceled?
One of the guys was involved in a casualty with 22 men, women, and children when he was running a hot air balloon business.
Oh man, that's sad. Let's take a moment of silence for those men, women, and children. Well, we have a moment of silence from the stream. I actually wanted to talk about something pretty important. Have you ever heard of numeral?
Let's see. My buddy was selling hot air balloon ropes. And he kept telling me, he was like, dude, this is insane. I'm shipping them to like over 70 countries. I can't keep track of it. Like we have some customers in Texas, some in Tanzania, and he said it was just impossible to keep track of. And I think he mentioned something about numeral. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so numerals, this thing, it's basically like the fastest and most accurate way to stay compliant with sales tax. So if you're running a hot dog business in Vail and you're charging people, what do you think a hot dog costs on the mountain? $74, $78 per hot dog. Imagine the sales tax that you're dealing with at scale.
Right.
You've got probably 800 adults, maybe 550 kids. You know, your business is probably doing $20 million a day. A huge percentage of that is sales tax. But if some of the kids get corn dogs, how is that taxed differently or similarly to a hot dog? What about the Lay's chips? What about the hot Cocos?
The condiments, like I remember I got a side of ketchup in Vail and I think it was like $6 or $8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so let me ask you, how many, let's say you sell a hot dog in every single state.
Right. Which I have, by the way.
How many different tax rates do you think there are on that?
I mean, I would just guess every state is the same, right? That would be insane. If every state did something different.
Right. So if I say I sell a hot dog in every state, how many different tax rates are there? And you see, a lot of people think it's the same. Oh, it's a hot dog. And it's actually somehow more than 50. A lot more than. It's not even just one per state. It's where and how you sell it. So if you're selling a hot dog on the ski hill for $80, it's a lot different than if you're selling it in the Costco food court. And it depends who's selling it. Is it business?
So there's 46 base systems, and then you have local taxes. There's 11,000. Wait, is that right? Go down. 11,000 distinct sales tax jurisdictions in the United States.
Oh. Even if two places are in the same state, the tax rate on a hot dog can differ by street. This is why you use numeral. And of course, we're using a hot dog as a silly example, selling a hot dog for $1 million. But it's a lot more realistic than that. It's like if Chris and I were to start selling t-shirts on our own, like merch, and people were buying them from all over the US and maybe a couple from internationally, we would have to go look at what street is this going to? Is it destination based? There's all these things you can't factor in. So go check them out. Numeral.
They sent me a hat. They're sending Kevin a hat.
I've been hearing this for the past 3 weeks. Where the hell's my hat? You know why? Because there's tax on it.
We're bogged down. We can't cover the sales tax.
Whatever you're selling, wherever you're selling, however you're selling, why ever you're selling, whoever you're selling, go to numeral.com.
Whomst by whomst ever you're selling. And outside of sales tax, I've been thinking about big numbers, right? Think of, like, off the top of your head, think of like a pretty big number.
800.
800. Okay. Well, 800 is indeed a big number, but you know what's an even bigger number?
What?
5 million.
Damn.
$5 million saved annually for customers with hireoverseas.com. They have helped businesses achieve millions of dollars in annual payroll savings by hiring overseas. And they're working with over 100 companies and have placed hundreds of people, everything from bookkeepers to video clippers. We do all of our video clipping through Hire Overseas. They're incredible. To contractors to help you with marketing and sales, designers, whatever you need, they've probably got your back. Look at all these different roles. This is a good one. If you want your Claude bot set up,
So can I hire a waiter, caterer, driver, survivor, a cleaner, a mover, a groover? Can I hire an electrician or a technician, a magician or a musician, a physician or a clinician, a statistician? Can you hire a politician? How about a therapist or an analyst, a dentist or a scientist? Wait, okay, these don't even rhyme. Painter or a stainer, baker or a maker? From engineers to pioneers, auctioneers to volunteers, mountaineers to engineers.
Hell yeah.
Hire a chef or a ref. Go to hireoverseas.com. Okay. I'm honestly sick and tired of talking about Athena and Athena's margins because I get sick to my stomach, but I need to say it for the ad read. Athena is charging you over $2,000 in margin. I hired Chris, so I pay Chris, or I pay Athena $5,000 so that Chris will stream with me. Athena is only paying Chris $3,000. They're taking $2,000 for what? For what? Just for sending me a Stripe link? I mean, it's fucking
my money, Athena.
So go to hireoverseas.com. Whoever you're hiring, go to hireoverseas.com. Use code
nothing. Just don't even use a code. You don't even need one. It's so good. You don't need a code, right?
We don't do codes. Get on a Zoom call with them and throw up a gang sign, and they'll know who sent you. Throw up the raised and confused gang sign on the Zoom, and they'll know exactly what's going down.
I learned that in middle school. I haven't used it since. Ow, my fingers hurt. I don't know how, I don't know how people do gangs. All the hand motions. It's tough.
Speaking of gangs, gang shit. Generational link right here. The best.
Have a great one.
It's like a high school party when you've been texting, a guy and a girl have been texting a lot, but you don't really see each other in person. And then you show up at a function, you're like, okay, wait, when are we going to talk to each other? Is it going to be right away? So Pelosi walks up. She does look drip the fuck out. And she's got aura. So she's talking to this guy who's also clearly rich. And Shane is like, wait, are we going to, you got to look around. Is she looking at me or not? Oh, no, doesn't really. You gotta, what's going on? And then finally.
That's amazing.
And then Nancy Pelosi's like, oh, Poly Market. I think I've heard of that, acting like she hasn't traded billions of dollars on the U.S. attacking Iran at 4:30 p.m.
The guy who you said at the beginning that she's talking to, that is Ron Conway. Do you know who Ron Conway is?
No.
He is indeed a multi-billionaire. He was, I believe, outside of like angel checks, because there's a famous story of like when Larry and Sergey were starting Google, some of their like professors put in money or something. Ron Conway was some of the first like institutional capital into Google, Facebook, Twitter, Airbnb, Pinterest, and Snapchat.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Does he work for a firm or does he have his own?
He has a VC firm now called SV Angel. But he was originally running this thing called Baseline Ventures, like when I think he did most of those investments.
This is so hard. He's known as the Godfather of Silicon Valley.
Yep. He's like the nicest guy in the world. We pitched him for my first company and he ended up investing, but it was like so nerve-wracking. And he's like so sweet, so nice about it, just like a total connector. He's basically like the fixer in Silicon Valley. Like when Airbnb was going to go out of business early on because all of these different markets were like, Denver was like trying to ban Airbnbs. like he knew all the right like legislative people to like bail them out. When Uber was like getting banned left and right by taxi companies, he like sent in the taxi cab mafia to go like shut them up. He's like sort of the when your company hits a problem, he's like so, you know, as here with Pelosi, he's like so well connected into government politics, emergency financing for your company. He's like super hands-on with all the companies that he backs, which is pretty cool.
That's fire. And I'm assuming he is an investor in Polymarket, multiple funding rounds, including a $150 million round in 2025. So he's like, hey, Shane of Polymarket, you got to meet this woman. You've probably had never heard of her, but she's on the up and up. She's working hard for the people and the taxpayers. But I will say, go Mariners. Shane Copeland with the Mariners hat. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. This was crazy. Crazy stat. So speaking of all these epic companies, many of whom our boy Ron Conway has backed in the early days.
Whoa.
This is okay. I mean, if Restream can't fix their auto sizing soon, we're just going to keep complaining about it until they fix it. These are the head counts for different companies. So Zoom, which I'm not sure that people even use anymore, still has like 13,000 employees. DocuSign, 8,400 employees. So to put this in perspective, shout out to Sheil, Zoom has more employees than OpenAI and Anthropic put together. And I think it's even crazier. I am pretty sure somebody can fact check this. It won't be me. Somebody can go hire a fact checker on hireoverseas.com to fact check this. I think if you look at, if you just call Zoom plus DocuSign 22,000 employees, these two companies combined have way higher headcount than Google DeepMind, OpenAI, XAI, Perplexity, and Anthropic combined. Basically, all the like frontier lab companies have way fewer employees than 22,000.
What the fuck are 12,000 people doing at Zoom?
Vibing, resting, investing.
And I have seen, I saw this video about someone was interviewing like the DocuSign executive. I think he might be the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
How are 7,000 people organized at DocuSign? Is it sales and marketing? Is it product? How does that work?
We have about 1,000 account executives that cover everything from SMB accounts all the way up to enterprises. We have about 1,000 people in engineering, 1,200 in engineering proper, and then there are product managers and designers and so on.
So he lists 1,000 account executives, 1,000-ish engineers. That's 2,200. And then he goes, and then,
up to enterprises. We have about 1,000, 1,200 in engineering proper, and then there are product managers and designers and so on.
And so on. So 5,000 of so on.
That is baffling. Like, I would have told, okay, first of all, 1,200, I mean, even if you just take that on face value, 1,200 engineers, 1,200 engineers for e-signature is wild.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. And if I don't show up to the Thursday, it's because I've been assassinated by DocuSign's henchmen.
Mm-hmm.
They hire actually only 2,200 people. The rest of the 4,800 are their customers. They're just hiring people to buy their product.
That's so smart. Why aren't more people doing this?
That's the move.
Raise venture, call people customer success advocates, but you're paying them $120,000 a year to spend $120,000 a year back on your e-signature tool.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, this was probably the hardest thing I've ever seen. So everyone saw the news. France is investing 30 million euros in AI. Palmer Luckey, My house cost more than this, and I'm just some guy. This is probably the coolest tweet I've ever seen. Bro said my house cost more than this.
It's so good.
I also like how Palmer he's been owning my feed. He's tearing apart the All In podcast. He's going nuts.
Yeah, I've got the All In thing here. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay. So Palmer Luckey 2 days ago said, I have confirmed via sources close to Fat Jason that he did visit the island. This clearly contradicts previous claims of having met Epstein only once. I can also confirm that Jason is still fat and refuses to acknowledge lying about my co-founder, Matt Grimm, multiple times. Also, and then he sent this email. David Sachs, co-host of the All In podcast. For those of you who don't know, All In is sort of like a less successful Raised and Confused. David Sachs said, J. Cal did not visit the island, time to move on. And then he quoted this with, let's raise the stakes and go all in. If Jason lied about visiting the island, he resigns from the podcast. If not, I move on and never again bring up his name, words, or deeds. And then I think I don't know where it is, but yeah, he said agreed.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's
wild.
Insane. And then he's also opening a bank.
They're doing banks. Yeah. Palmer's got his bank, and then Chamath and the All In crowd have their bank with Mr. Beast. It's like the rival banks.
Yeah, I don't
what's his bank? Does he have it here?
I don't want to bank with anybody. It's so here's I want to pull this up to support these guys. They're trying to get into podcasting like we are. They're kind of in the same space. So if you haven't heard of them, you might want to check them out.
Go give them a follow. Big fans of TBPN around here.
TBTN.
No, it's PNBT.
Erebor Bank becoming a U.S. national bank. And the greatest thing about life is that all these companies are naming their shit after Lord of the Rings, which is so fucking sick. Like,
what is Erebor? Why is he doing this? Do you know?
Erebor. It's called a Lonely Mountain in J.R. Tolkien. I don't know why he's doing this. I'm pretty sure it's like, so he says it's the real bank for real Americans doing real things. The cutting edge business model is based on next gen concepts like don't let your clients' money disappear, blah, blah, blah. It'll cater to startups and high net worth individuals to become the first to receive a national bank charter under the second Trump administration. So it seems like he's going to support startups and like super rich people and make sure that they don't get debanked or canceled.
So they're essentially trying to fill the void of Silicon Valley Bank imploding. Silicon Valley Bank, I was not around for this era, but Silicon Valley Bank was like the definition of how the rich got richer, where I think a lot of people know about Silicon Valley Bank from from being a trusted bank prior to like Mercury and a bunch of these kind of like neobanks. But Silicon Valley Bank 15 years ago, if you had raised like $50 million and you had raised that at a $200 million valuation and you were the single, founder of that company, theoretically on paper, you are now worth like $150 million, $125 million, call it. But you would go and try to buy like $1 million house in Seattle to live in. And every bank would be like, no, dude, like you have like zero cash and you're not at the point that your company's not big enough where you can sell secondaries. And so Silicon Valley Bank would just like do your mortgage for you and just like take all of that risk because they were also underwriting your company essentially as like, all right, this guy's like a future millionaire, even if he doesn't have the cash today. And so there's been a huge void of just like banks that understand people in the startup ecosystem. Like, you and I are each making what, I don't know, $200,000 a month from the sponsors on Raised and Confused, but we're reinvesting all of that into production. That's why our logo is so sick, right? That's why your background is so clean. That's why I have kids' art in my background.
Right.
I had to pay my kids $30,000 to make this, right? It's not cheap.
And that's why I got approved by Erebor Bank to buy a $3 million house on Orcas Island because they watched the stream.
Right.
And now they're sponsoring, which is why I have
Shout
this
out to
up.
Palmer.
But
we love Erebor.
Everyone says live life like a video game, but very few people get funding for it. YC getting in the video game space. PAX Historia is the first AI-powered sandbox game. You create worlds, you publish them to the community, and you play to answer all of their what would have happened if questions. So there's like these different timelines and stuff. And so I'm like, what the hell is this? And so it's essentially a game for huge history nerds. You can chat with the UN. The state of Israel is raging. See, I already know I can never play this. Look how insane this is. It's essentially like you can go through history and be like, oh, what if like we dropped 10 nukes on like this country?
What's the name of the game again?
PAX Historia. PAX Historia. It's like Civilization series.
This is pretty cool.
AI.
This is dope.
The AI, dude, AI generated games are going to be so fun.
It's going to crush. I mean, that's ultimately, right? That's where the world is going. AI is going to take your job, but then AI is also going to be able to create any video game that you want. So you're going to be jobless, but you're going to have a lot of fun doing so.
Rome never fell? What if the Soviet Union survived? What if you could reshape the modern world? Most strategy games force you down pre-written paths. A handful of fixed choices, the same outcomes every time. PAX Historia is different. Our AI agents don't follow scripts. They remember what you've done. They adapt to decisions. They negotiate, betray, and respond. We have over 35,000 people playing daily. Let's say it's the modern day. You're the United States, and you want Greenland. Do you negotiate with Denmark? Offer a trade? Do you invade? Say you try to negotiate.
Invade.
Denmark's AI rejects your offer and calls upon NATO. The EU responds with sanctions. Every choice cascades, and every nation adapts. Anyone can build a scenario, draw custom borders, set any starting year, write the prompts that shape the AI, then publish it for others to play. Our community has published over 4,000 playable worlds. The community builds, players pay, and creators earn the tokens. This is PAX Historia, and we're just getting started.
It's pretty fucking sick.
That's a really good idea. I love that like other people can like play your maps or your worlds. That's super smart.
It reminds me of, so I need to find this. So Stake did something similar. It was less AI. It's not a video game, but the owners of Stake Casino, who are pretty fucking sick, we're seeing the rise of all these games like Fortnite, Minecraft, where people are building servers, and they said, we're getting in on this. And so you can go in, create your own slot machine. It's literally Fortnite servers, but for Stake, where like I can go on there, I can design this new slot machine with this cool art, or like this video game that pretty much every Instagram ad looks like and be like, here's how it works. I publish it. And then every time people play, you know, stake takes like 30% or whatever people are paying for it. And I have this huge monetary incentive to like keep people playing.
Totally.
The future is here.
This is the greatest take on all of these things. So Shane, who we were just talking about, did you see this?
I did.
Serious Business, Robinhood, Polymarket, Coinbase, DraftKings, and then Augustus. Mankind was made to explore the stars and construct monuments to majesty, but we celebrate gamble gooning and dopaminergic enslavement of hundreds of millions of people.
This is
I think got more. I think it got like just as many likes as the original post. It's kind of crazy.
This is crazy. Robinhood, which like we talked about last time, is like so close to gambling now, and they partnered with Kalshi. Polymarket, Coinbase, DraftKings, Betfair, Kalshi, Kraken. This is this has to be like in like the gambling category.
I think this is in like the like in finance or in gambling. I mean, these are all gambling sites basically. This might even just be like let's see. If he says grocery stores are such an underrated growth hack. Yeah. I don't know.
This was the greatest take that I've seen on my X feed ever.
It's big words.
You pity the moth confusing a lamp for the moon, yet here you are confusing a screen for the world.
Ah, Jay Alto crushed it.
Over 10 million views. Bars. Best tweet. Real. So real. Going to frame this.
Give him 1 million. I like how anytime anybody has a good tweet now, it's just like, give him $1 million. That's what they do. So good.
It's so good. Do you know Jay Alto?
I don't.
He's yellow.
What's his deal? Clearly he has good content. What else? What's he known for?
Thinking different. Here we go. He's a very deep thinker. Your sleep score won't save you from the exhaustion of living someone else's life.
Mm-hmm.
Go make your money. Just don't be the drug dealer using demand to justify your actions. There's propaganda. So he's a deep thinker.
Yeah, he clearly is. Actually, we need more people like this. Like his site is sort of this like philosophical essay of the inevitable passing of time. That, you know, there's so many people, Plato, Aristotle, you know, you have all of these people who just were like vibing and thinking and writing back in the day. You don't have many of those left today. Like the career philosophers, if they exist within like universities, so they're total bullshit. But just a guy who's like, there's no LinkedIn. I don't even like, how does this guy make money? What's his job? He's just writing smart things on the internet.
Right. It's hard to believe that some of these philosophers from like ancient Greece were real. I was reading about one the other day. This guy, like you hear about these people and you're like, oh, you know, it's probably Greek mythology. Like there's no way. But people's life truly used to be an actual movie. So this guy, Diogenes, he founded cynicism and he lived in a large ceramic jar. This is a real guy. This is not some like myth. He lived in a jar on the street. And he was known for walking around in the daylight with a lamp saying he was looking for an honest man.
Damn.
Bro, like this shit is insane. Like this guy's life was actually a movie. Like no one, if you did this nowadays, people would just think that you're in Portland.
Yeah, like Starbucks would ask you to leave.
It's crazy that people used to have these beliefs and then do crazy shit like this. Live in a barrel. Here's him with his lamp. But he literally was born and died. And this was a real guy, which is nuts. Philosophers are the hardest fucking people. Real as fuck. They were the OG X timeline. They were going viral back in the day. Have you seen that guy walking around with the lamp in broad daylight? Ramp needs a philosopher.
That's pretty amazing. This is like, in terms of like how people live, this is my favorite dude of like modern times. So you have the homeless philosophers who are like poor, who are living in barrels back in whatever that was, ancient Greece. Have you ever heard of Nicholas Berggren?
Nah.
So this dude is worth over 3 billion. He's pretty young, or at least he was when he was doing this. So I think when he started doing this, he was like in his 40s. He is the founder of this like investment company, and he sold off. He had like all these houses around the world, whatever. He sold off all of them, and he downsized to basically like one trunk of clothing and a private jet. And he would just like sleep on his private jet and have him like fly. Like if he needs to sleep, he's just like, all right, we're going to France. And he'll just like fly from like Atlanta to France and like sleep on the jet and then just do shit in France. And then he'll like do things in France and he'll be like, all right, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. We're going to China. And so it's like he sold off everything except for like what would fit on his plane. And for like a decade, he just like lived out of his plane, which is like an insane baller move.
Which is now what Taylor Swift does.
Right.
No, that's electric. I was thinking the other day, it's like, dude, if I get $1 billion or like if I get super rich, I feel like the move is you just get a plot of land, stripped down completely naked, and only have someone come save you if you're about to starve to death. Like, I feel like the most noble thing you can do is just, once you've beat the money game, you have to go back to square zero and be like, beat the primal game and hunt for squirrels and game, have your life at risk.
Yeah, it's like the rich man and the fisherman.
That's what I would do.
Parable.
And I would live in a giant ceramic. Speaking of philosophers, this was a video that I think would really resonate with your bookshelf.
Reading books is a very cheap way to, I guess, entertain. I wouldn't call it entertainment because my brain is far too advanced. I'm too smart to read. I'm not gonna sit there and go, smart people read. No, I need action. I need constant chaos in my life to feel content. I need to be driving a supercar and fucking fighting, fucking a bunch of hoes and champagne and going crazy. I can't just sit there, oh, and the pirate on the boat. Like, it's for people with slow brains.
See, that's why I don't read. Don't waste your time reading.
The thing that's like one of the more confusing things to me is how people develop their accents, because he has this like he's from Illinois.
No way.
He's like literally like born and raised in like Indiana or like Illinois or something. Look it up. Producer, pull it up.
Let's see. Andrew Tate. He was born in Washington, D.C. and raised in Illinois.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, what is this fake, insane accent? Also, there's a, we don't need to do it now, but if you're listening to this, this can be your homework. If you look at two presidents of the United States, you will notice George H.W. Bush does not have a deep Southern drawl accent. George W. Bush, his son, does. So it was sort of this like, he basically was accused, George W. Bush, of adopting this like really weird Texas drawl thing to like appeal better to voters. And I think it worked. Because if you think about George W. Bush, you think of this kind of like simple guy who like talks a little bit Southern, a little bit slow, a little bit soft. And so everybody accuses him of like, dude, your dad does not talk like that at all. Like that was not like a learned behavior growing up. how is this possible? And everybody says that it was like part of a shtick that he was doing. I don't know.
Faking accents is the move. Okay, this is I gotta share this. So this guy, Riley Walls, who I couldn't believe it when shit like this happens, but this was the guy who we talked about him a couple episodes ago. I know you'll remember this.
Yeah.
He is the unemployed friend who rode a Lyft bike from San Francisco to San Jose, is the same guy who is now being funded by the CEO of Vercel because this guy, he created Jmail. Have you heard of Jmail?
Yeah. Didn't we cover it on the stream like a long time ago? It's like you're in Epstein's inbox.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So this is Jmail, and it looks exactly like Gmail. You can go through, who all these email threads. It looks exactly like Gmail. So same guy who fucking Lyft biked from San Francisco to San Jose was the one who designed Jmail, released it, has crossed 450 million page views, and his Vercel bill has exploded to over $45,000. Many people chipped in, but he's like, it's not sustainable. CEO of Vercel comes in. Hey, I'm happy to cover the bill myself, and in the process, help you guys optimize this usage. I've been impressed about how Vercel enabled you to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Insane.
This is
electric.
crazy.
It's the same, like, it's cool to see. You see this a lot in consumer. Like in consumer sector, it's like, oh, my car burnt down, but my Stanley thermos survived. And then you'll see Stanley come in and be like, hey, we bought you a new car. Or like, oh, I was so depressed and I had this David bar and it saved my life. And David's like, hey, we got you a new car. Like it happens all the time in consumer, but I feel like you rarely see it in like SaaS or especially platforms. So,
okay, this guy is my new favorite person on X. First of all, okay, a couple fun facts. He's from Washington State.
Let's go.
He's from Vancouver, Washington. He's young. He's 23.
Wait, he's from which part of Washington?
It's at Vancouver, Washington.
Nice. That place is electric.
This is his personal site. These are all projects that he's done. And what's funny is like I've definitely seen Find My Parking Cops like a year or two ago on X. So he just does all these like map-based like data visualization things. I guess this went super viral. I hadn't heard of it, but there's a whole Wikipedia page about this guy. And it shouts out like this image 0001 project, which surfaces unnamed YouTube videos. So there's 5 million of these.
Don't touch my armrest.
And you can just cruise through these. This is wild.
Holy shit. I was just poking around. This Bop Spotter thing is crazy. Click on that second one. So he has access to a camera, which in San Francisco is 24/7 Shazamming. So you're like, well, how does this work? Microphones are installed across cities by the police to detect gunshots. And I guess somehow the public can get into this, but he's constantly Shazamming. So I guess it's people who are driving by blasting music. This catches it. Or if someone walks by with a speaker or something.
Yep.
And then you can see what,
wow.
What's playing.
What's been going on since January 18th? He needs to update this.
Damn. Wow. Oh my God. Click one of these and play it.
Oh, it's like the actual audio?
Yeah.
Can't even really make any of them out.
Oh!
Huh. That's crazy.
I can't even.
Oh,
Yeah, I
this is
can't
good.
hear any of these.
I found the real Spotify accounts of celebrities, politicians, and journalists.
Holy shit. That's so he just gets access to all these public cameras too.
Pam Bondi is listening to Hot and Her and Black Eyed Peas. That checks out.
Damn, Sam Altman's listening to Rufus Du Sol. All my friends are going there to take Molly in a couple months.
SBF.
SBF listening from prison.
Best Palmer Luckey, best music ever. Hillary Duff, Lindsay Lohan. Wow. Dude, I got to listen to the Focus Alpha Mark Andreessen. If he became a billionaire from just listening to the Focus Alpha.
Dude, we need to have this guy Riley on.
100%.
Because he's a Washingtonian. Here's another project he did where he monitors public cameras and it counts in New York how many layers people are wearing. So you can check this to decide if you would need to wear long pants. 100% wearing pants, no shorts. That's insane.
Wow. This is great. New hero. X-user of the day.
I need to do that city bike thing. That was so electric.
That's amazing. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see where we're at with our broken stream. Yeah, we did okay. 2,200 views.
Restream, please get it together. If you don't get it together, I'm going to live in a ceramic vase, walking around with a lamp in broad daylight, looking for a new platform.
We should lease a private jet for 2 months and lease some land in Washington and put a giant ceramic pot in it. And we'll each do a month in each, and we'll live stream. Like, you'll be streaming out of the pot for a month and I'll be on the jet, and then we'll switch lives and we'll compare notes at the end.
I'm down.
This is good. This is content.
I need to go get a book. I need to check out a book I just got a library card. Dude, libraries are slept on.
They are. You can check out power tools from libraries.
No way.
True.
You know what you shouldn't check out at a library is a book about sales tax, because it's outdated. These tax policies are constantly changing. And if you think that you can stay up to date on these, you're going to get fucking imprisoned because you can't. That's why you use numeral. Don't rely on library computers or old library books to calculate VAT and sales tax. It's not going to work.
Never.
You need to hire someone to read books for you. Go to Hire Overseas. They'll read you bedtime stories remotely. I hired someone to call me every morning to wake me up like a hotel call service, and to call me every night and wish me good night.
Hell yeah. HireOverseas.com, numeral.com. We are fans of them. They are fans of us. It's a mutual partnership. It's a friendship. Check this out, by the way. This is why Berkeley is a great city. You can rent any of this stuff from the library. You need a ladder. You need an extension ladder. Bring in your library card, and you can use it to check out an extension ladder.
Holy shit.
For free. You need you're doing some like complicated, you need a sawhorse, set of 2. Come on down. We got a bunch. Put a hold on it.
A rifle?
Yeah.
A podcast mic for those
Podcast mic. Yeah.
for the people in YC doing launch videos on a MacBook
electrical,
Air.
mechanical tools.
The Orcas Island Public Library doesn't have power tools, but they do have seeds that you can take and
You
grow
just
whatever
take
you
a
want.
cup of seeds.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find a book about this guy who lived in a ceramic pot, learn something. I'm tired of AI, tired of automation. I'm going back to the good old days.
Smart. Return to our roots. Go point your Ring cameras at your neighbor's house that you don't like. Go sell a hot dog at the top of Vale. Yeah, this is the live stream feed of who do we got?
Does anyone see a dog out here? All right. Happy Tuesday. We'll see you guys in 2 days. Stay sane. Go touch grass.
Or
Stay
don't.
employed.
It's none of our business, really.
Stay
Do whatever
inside.
you want. Who cares? All right. We'll see you Thursday.